there. I'm going to wait until it pops up on here before we actually start.
Best Friends, that's why it's live.
Oh, shit. I guess I could hit refresh on that, too.
Surprised he hasn't learned just from watching you set up.
He doesn't really. He just kind of sits there on his phone and does like the last minute promos.
Oh, the promos that should be done a few hours prior so
Yeah,
people can
or like
move shit around and maybe listen.
the day before, or yeah.
Well, yeah, that's when like I was talking to you this morning or a couple hours ago. I was like, all right, cool, we're gonna do live. Let me promo this shit.
Okay, and. Hello and welcome. This is 44, right? I think so. Episode 44 of the Best Friends Ask Why podcast. We are without Dylan today because he's got fancy wedding stuff to do. So Ray the Lego guy is stepping up to co-host.
I'm in it.
Oh, that looks a lot better.
It is 44. Oh, that looks, yeah.
Okay. Because
I was trying to get the delay. I'm like, wait, I'm on my phone.
yeah, it's weird. It's weird to get used to. It is
sure.
glitching out though, which sucks.
Hey, it's an effect. It's not a glitch. This is a new, trying new effect.
It's on purpose. So are you fully moved now? You're out?
Oh, totally out.
Okay.
Yes. So moved from Monroe to Everett, which is, we're actually just off 128th in Everett. So it's, we're like less than 5 miles away from you guys.
Oh, wow.
Like it's 10-minute drive at most.
Is that closer to your work?
No. No. So I work in Redmond, and it's like the eastern side of Redmond.
Mm-hmm.
So what was great about when I lived in Monroe is I just cut straight through Duval and come into Redmond from east side of it. So I'd hit back roads and like a little highway here and there. Going to work, it would take 22, 23 minutes.
Yeah.
Coming home, 30, 35. Now I have to go I-5, 405, then hit a main highway in Redmond to cut through all of Redmond because 405 hits the west side of Redmond.
Yeah.
And so my commute to work is about 35 minutes, which is not super terrible.
Yeah.
Looking at least an hour coming home every day.
Yeah, that's about the same for me.
Yeah.
Because I'm in Woodinville.
Okay.
So it's not as deep, but it's basically this, for whatever reason, Highway 2 and 9 or whatever, they get super backed up. Really easy.
9 gets backed up super easy.
Yeah.
I try to avoid 9 at all costs. There was a couple times where I remember when I worked just in a different part of Redmond, I'd then go to Lake Stevens after work to like see a friend or something, and it would take almost 2 hours because it would say, "Oh, just hop on 9, go up."
Yeah.
And no,
there's no just hopping.
No, and there's no hopping really off of it either unless you want to go I-5.
Yeah.
Like it's
and
parallel.
5 is just as bad.
As bad, yeah. So no, we're in Everett now, but it's good. Like we like it. We downsized.
Mm-hmm.
We went from a 3-bed, 2.5 bath to a 2-bed, 2-bath, but it was a townhome that was like on a 3-level situation.
Yeah.
Like the first level was the garage, then you go upstairs to the living room and dining room kitchen, then you go upstairs to the bedrooms. Having a toddler now, Izzy is 17 months old now, having all upstairs, you get baby gates around every corner. And
that's a big old thing,
so, and we were kind of worried about how she'd adjust with the transition to moving.
Yeah.
And so we moved into this 1-floor, 2-bed, 2-bath we don't have a baby gate up anymore, and now she's constantly running from her bedroom to the living room to the dining room through the kitchen. Like, she's like, I can touch everything now.
Yeah.
And like the entryway to the kitchen is an awkward angle, so we can't like just put a baby gate there.
Yeah.
Because we had a baby gate blocking off our kitchen before,
Mm-hmm.
and now she's like, this is all mine.
I'm gonna get into everything.
But she loves it and she's happy, which is super awesome. We downsized the amount of rooms,
Mhm.
but the rooms themselves are actually a little bit bigger.
Oh, that's nice.
And so with having a 3-bedroom before, the 3rd bedroom was literally had some more of Izzy's toys and a futon for people to crash on.
Yeah.
Didn't really do much with it, so we sold the futon. We converted her toys into her room, which was easy because then she had like a tiny little small closet in the old house.
Yeah.
Now she's got a full size closet, so we're able to like build bookshelves in there and put our toys up on our stacks and stuff. So it was super easy to transition everything over.
That's
and
nice.
we got rid of our 2 couches and just got an L shape,
Mm-hmm.
and now like it's just all open, so it feels bigger,
Yeah.
which is weird because like it's way smaller, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Well, and it's not broken up into all those different levels. I feel like stacking the levels, like even though you have more space, it feels more condensed.
Absolutely, yeah. And then the garage, which we discussed, was my huge Lego collection display and all of that.
Yeah.
That is all toted away in
All
a storage
gone.
unit for a while.
Sad day.
But I am stoked that my wife is fantastic and still like doesn't encourage me to keep buying Lego, but she's like supported it. One of her gifts to me actually for our anniversary is they did the Lego set based off the Friends TV show.
Oh yeah.
Had you seen that?
I think I saw your post on that, or a post.
Did you ever watch Friends?
Oh
yeah. It's the cafe. It's the cafe.
Yeah.
And it has all the cast and everything. It was super fun to build. My wife was super down for it too because she loved Friends growing up.
Oh, okay.
I watched it. I liked it. Joe is the main reason to watch the show, in my opinion.
The only reason.
Right? Her favorite is Chandler.
Oh no.
Which is okay. At least it's not Ross. Like, Ross doesn't need to be anybody's favorite. I don't hate Ross, but he cannot be anybody's favorite.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
He's not stand out enough. There's no personality there for you to be like, oh no.
Literally, he stands out by going, hi. Showing he has no personality.
Yeah. By being the most bland.
Yes. So we got that, and then they just released a bunch of new Star Wars stuff,
Mhm.
and
For the new
for the-
episodes,
for
or
the
like
new-
new stuff for
some
old?
most of the sets are for the new movie,
Okay.
but like they released a new Millennium Falcon, which they got so many of, and the
Mhm.
one I have is perfect, so I don't need that. They created a new Y-wing, which looks kind of cool because they did some new color stuff,
Yeah.
but I don't need that, so I didn't bother with that. There's a couple other ones, but that are unique for the movie. That like they did a new A-wing,
Mm-hmm.
which is one of the smaller ships, but it's like one of the best looking detail ones. So I was like all about wanting to get that. And did you know Carrie Fisher's daughter is in the new movies?
I did not know that. I didn't even know she was an actor.
Yeah, well, she did a couple of things beforehand. I think she was in a couple TV shows or something. But do you remember, like, there's a girl, like, they don't really even name her much, but she's got, like, blonde hair. It's usually, like, in a braid around her head. She's a part of the Rebels. She's, like, a little captain on the main ship.
I think so.
She's, like, kind of a side character, but not, like, more than Rose kind of thing. But
Mhm.
she got more, not as much screen time as, like, Rose. But that's her daughter. And so this new A-Wing set has minifigures for her. I'm like, that's cool. I got to get this set because one, the A-Wing looks sick, which is not even one of my favorite ships, but this detail one was cool. And so, and then they have a new AT-ST, which is the 2-foot walker.
Yeah.
That is for the new show of The Mandalorian that's coming out on Disney Plus, and it's the only set they're making for The Mandalorian. And it's cool though because it's like a rebel occupied AT-ST, so like they added some cool colors to like the legs to make it look like it was painted.
Some
and
vandalism
stuff.
stuff.
Yeah. And so like, okay, that's sick. So I wanted to get those, and Walmart's always the place to go for Lego. They're always cheaper, even cheaper than Lego itself.
Yeah.
But so I was talking to my wife about it. I was like, maybe I want to get these. But I fully admit that when it comes to buying stuff like that, like I kind of wait for her permission.
Yeah.
Which is fine. Like I don't look at that as a bad thing. Like I don't want to spend money. She's usually better too at like, can we really afford this right now?
Yeah.
So I was kind of nervous about talking to her about
reason.
it. Yeah, I was nervous about talking to her about it, but she's like, well, it might be more expensive at Lego, but let's look online there because, you just bought stuff there with the friend set. Like, you earned some points. Maybe you have something off. So we look on it. Altogether, it was going to be like $15 more than if I got it at Walmart. But then I had, it was like $10 more.
But then you got more points.
But then I had the points off to earn like $5 off. I'm like, well, it's still more expensive. Like, and I can get it now versus wait for it to ship. But then she points out, she's like, oh, well, look at this, though. You spent $75, you get this other free set. I love you. I spent $5 more, but I got a whole extra set that's like a limited edition for the 20th anniversary thing.
Oh, okay.
And so those are all away. And I'm super stoked about this.
Do you have any place to set up?
No. I'm going to build these. And so the friend set is sitting on our dresser in front of our TV in our bedroom.
Okay.
And it's totally in the way. And so I'm like... Eventually, I'm going to tear it apart, bag it up, throw it in with the rest of them. Yeah. And then with these guys, I'm going to build them like right away. They're supposed to be delivered tomorrow, I think.
Yeah.
And I'm going to build the hell out of them, build them up, and let them sit there for like maybe a week. And then like bag them up. Yeah. Which sucks, but it's kind of more exciting for... So the goal with us moving, the whole point to this was we're trying to stay out for a year, save money, because with the downsizing, we're saving a couple $100 extra a month.
Yeah.
And then working on more of like job history stuff, because with the loans of buying a house, they look at all the credit, the payment histories, stuff like that. Yeah. The problem with that, though, with us looking to buy a house this last move, was Celine was working under the table for a while. Oh. But the family she nannies for are so awesome, and they're like... They created this whole thing to where now she's getting paid over the table through the family. It's getting taxed and like they're doing all this other stuff. But like they also give this fat raise to where with it being taxed, she's still making more.
Oh, okay.
And now she's salary, and what they're paying her for like 35 hours a week.
Yeah.
But most weeks she's maybe working 20, 25. Oh, but they're doing that for the balances. Like there's gonna be days where like, well, the kid's is sick, so she works a whole day kind of thing. Like right now. She goes to work early, takes the kids to school, and then does like certain little side things at the house, cleans up some stuff, or does laundry and stuff like that. But not activities that necessarily need to take all day. Mm-hmm. But so there are days where she's done by like 1 and stuff. But there's other days like Wednesdays are full days, so she's usually working until like 6.
Yeah.
But there might be days where like, well, the kid's 6, so it's a full day kind of gig. Hasn't happened yet, but I mean.
But it could.
It could. So it'll be harder weeks on that. And so it'll bounce out. She'll work more hours here, there, and everywhere. But and she works some Saturday nights too, so the parents can go on like a date night. Yeah. But usually, so every other weekend there's 4 kids. Mm-hmm. But with the other 4 kids, so there's the 2 oldest have a different mom. Okay. So they're every other week they're mom and dad's. But when they're home, it's actually easier because they help take care of the 2 others. Yeah. So like you think, oh, 4 kids plus she has Izzy.
But with
the older ones. And the oldest one, the daughter, I think she's 12 or 13. Her and Isabel, our daughter, love each other. So she takes care of Izzy while Celine can do work.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
Deal with the other kids if necessary.
Yeah. Deal can be a deal. They're great kids. There's challenges in having children.
Oh, yeah.
So,
all children can be challenging.
Yeah, so... There's great days, there's not so great days, but all around, I mean, it's a great gig for her. She's loving it, and yeah.
That's one thing I've always been jealous of. I feel like females can just drop into nanny jobs really easily.
Right? Well, going back to the Friends thing, did you ever see the episode where Freddie Prinze Jr. guest starred, and he was trying to be a nanny for them when Rachel had her and Ross's baby in the last season?
I think...
It was only like an episode that he guest starred, and... Ross was like flipping out about it. He's like, absolutely not. This is not okay. Men can't do this. And like Rachel was like, it's fine. Like, of course you think that. Like, and, like he was like, I think a couple times like, he like kept questioning like Freddie Prinze Jr.'s like sexuality and stuff. It's funny if you go back and watch that show. There's stuff that like wouldn't hit like well now.
Yeah.
Some of the jokes like I still think are funny because in the context of when it was and who it is. Like it was super funny.
That's most things from back in the day though. Like so many shows
which actually
super sexist.
Oh yeah.
And like subtly racist.
Yes.
Which is ridiculous.
And there's even times where I'll catch myself laughing like, oh. I used to think that was hilarious. That's so bad.
I'm old now.
Yeah.
The times are changing.
Right? Like, yeah. 32 will do that to you.
I don't like it.
Hey, is it weird co-hosting with not a child?
It's kind of nice.
Yeah. What have you been up to?
Nothing. Nothing. Actually, these past couple of weeks have been kind of a blur. I've been, actually, I did do something cool. I do have something cool going on.
Explain.
So the past 2 weeks, or weekends, I've been working with my uncle, Dylan's dad.
Okay.
We were building a deck. But, on Sunday, I got invited to do a film shoot with our products.
Okay.
And, I got to hold like $1,000 or $100,000 worth of camera equipment.
Was that the stuff that was strapped to you and everything? Yeah, I saw the post you did. I was like, dude, explain yourself. What's going on with that? What was happening?
Basically, it's just a small independent film shoot that a bunch of people volunteered to help out on.
Okay.
Like real actors, real audio engineers, people who worked on national huge commercials and movies and all kinds of shit. And me.
So for change, you're filming something where it wasn't the person with you is like, what's going on? I'm trying to talk. You're just there. Nice.
Yeah, it was really
Love
cool.
you, Dylan. That's awesome. So how did you get that?
One of my coworkers was like, "Hey, I'm doing this shoot. You want to help out?" Because he's a software developer for the company.
Oh, okay. For your company or for the company?
Yeah, for our company.
Okay.
It's like an actual narrative film. It's not like a corporate film.
Gotcha.
But he has a Red camera and then all the lenses and his own little gimbal setup and everything.
That's legit.
Yeah, it's really nice.
So I feel like I don't know if I've missed certain parts of episodes, but explain more about what your company, or can you explain more about what your company does?
Yeah, I mean their main focus is video stabilization for the cinema industry and drone technology for the cinema
I
industry.
knew about the drone thing. I just didn't know it was so tied with the cinema stuff.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Like their stuff was used on Mad Max. It's been used on
Your company specifically? Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Are they centered here, or is this like?
Oh, yeah. They were built in Woodinville,
Oh,
and
nice.
it's a private company too. It's not public,
Yeah.
so they can do whatever they want, and
Nice.
it's that's their main drive. Is they want to be privately held so that they
Yeah.
can do whatever they want, and
Yeah.
pursue what they want, and not have third parties being like, "Oh, we think you should do this dumb shit." Yeah, but it's really cool, and it's crazy. The CEO just walks around on the floor
Does he?
all day. All the founders do. Like
Like
there's
that's
three partners,
Mm-hmm.
and one of them's in marketing, one of them's an engineer, and the other one, like he's just the figurehead and one of the big brains behind everything.
Okay.
But they all just walk around and they're sitting there tinkering with stuff, and they'll walk
Right
right
there,
there,
doing
like,
it.
what's going on? Yeah, like they love what they do.
That's cool.
Yeah.
You see a lot of people like go right up into like something they do launches and they're just kind of like up in their little iris.
Yeah,
So,
like watching.
Yeah.
Where are my
watching?
minions? Yeah. Make my money for me.
Exactly. That's awesome though.
It's a really cool company to work for. Like, it's the first job that I've had where I don't hate it.
Yeah.
Like, the workload gets really, really heavy sometimes. We just launched a new product too,
Okay.
so that's been a big undertaking.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're shipping everywhere, and a lot of it's international. And with these drones, the batteries are gigantic, and so every battery that ships and goes international has to go through the hazardous goods process. And that's a big old pain in the ass. And most people will order the drone and then like 5 batteries. So they have to ship each battery individually.
Oh no way. Dang.
It's ridiculous.
With material management, what I do at SpaceX,
Mm-hmm.
I work with the shipping team and the receiving team and the inventory team.
Okay.
But I am a separate entity. I'm the
Yeah.
I'm the glue between them all, basically.
Mhm.
If something needs to get shipped, I go to the division that it's coming that needs to ship it and bring it to shipping.
Yeah.
new stuff's received in, the receiving team gets into the system. I physically take it to where it's designated.
Yeah.
And then inventory, they're control of inventory.
Yeah.
And I bring stuff to them, pull stuff. Anything that exits inventory though, usually they handle unless it's being exited to shipping and receiving or to shipping. But yeah, with shipping, I've kind of cross-trained a lot with that, and so I know with international stuff, it's a big old thing. Like, there's like certain paperwork. There's like one sheet to fill out if it's going from SpaceX to SpaceX.
Mm-hmm.
If it's SpaceX to another company, it's the same sheet, and then there's an extra sheet that's like with the packing list and some other little things here.
Yeah.
If it's going international, it's a packet.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's a packet, it's several phone calls, emails, a thing to fill out online, everything.
Yeah.
And if it's hazmat, it's even more shit.
Yes. No, I totally. Man,
I don't like that part.
Because of the deal with battery shipping too, we used to make so SpaceX and Redmond does strictly satellites.
Okay.
Just satellites. We have the main areas are Hawthorne, which is Los Angeles, McGregor in Texas, Cape Canaveral, Florida, right? Yeah.
I think,
Are the main mainstays. There's a lot of other little areas here and there, but those are the mainstays. The Cape works on. They're working on a Starship. They're working on a Starship that's supposed to go to Mars. Texas does that too. Hawthorne, LA does a lot of the Falcon, the rocket itself, not the shuttle or anything like that. They do more
the
rocket
propulsion shit.
Yeah, where we do the satellites, and so I get to watch the production from I get the parts in, I move those to the divisions, and I see through the line everything built from scratch to a full satellite, and it's crazy. But the batteries, they used to make in Hawthorne and ship them to us.
Okay.
But the paperwork for shipping batteries, and they do it by the pallets though. I don't know what they do, but the paperwork, the cost, all this other stuff making them down there was just stupid.
Yeah.
So we had to expand the production area just to make batteries up here, and even here, storing them is a whole other level of stuff. It's so funny. So
yeah, I hate batteries.
Yeah.
I fucking hate batteries.
Oh, I could assume. I could assume. Absolutely. No, it's been fun. This too. This has been my job where I probably have the most fun. We recently got to take last weekend. Redmond for the first time opened up, letting us do family tours.
Oh, cool.
We only got to see a fraction of what we do, but it's interesting. The fraction we got to show them was the full production of the satellite.
Oh,
We couldn't show the office building area. We couldn't show the machining shopping area where they cut the raw materials and stuff like that. The stuff that's I feel like anyone can go in there and I have no idea what's going on. That's the stuff we couldn't show. But the stuff that shows from A, B, C, D, D, all the way to the end of building a satellite, they couldn't see in this tour. Which was cool. It's also the least part that I'm involved in. But
come look at this shit I don't do.
Yeah. But because my job, I'm one of the few people that jumps to all three buildings all day. Some people do it every once in a while, but I'm all day. That's my job. I learn things. I see what's going on around me. I talk to the engineers, the technicians, all these guys. So I have a pretty strong idea of the whole concept of this. So when I give them the tour, the other thing too, so I thought someone who worked in that area was giving the tour. No, it was the employee tours their family. Go to the area and tell them what's going on if you want. Here's a worksheet that's got some talking points you can discuss if you're not sure. I never looked at the worksheet, and I constantly had things I could say about what's going on, and all of their minds were blown about how much I knew. Well, I mean, I'm not
That's what you do every day.
This is what I see all day, every day. So that was cool. They do tours and stuff daily at Hawthorne, and you can go up and see the rockets and the shuttle that the Dragon Crew capsules and stuff like that. And
That's really cool.
it's super cool. I wanted to actually take the tour when I went down there for a week to train, but I was working too hard. But
do they plan on sending you down there often, or was that just one shot deal?
so that was a one-shot deal for that one because they needed help with receiving, and I kind of got cross-trained in receiving, but I went down there to get more training and to help them. We get 200 pieces of product in through FedEx, UPS, and freight every day.
Yeah.
They get 400 to 500 minimum,
Oh,
on the slower days.
And so like we have like one conveyor that like the FedEx pulls up, we unload onto the conveyor, and like that conveyor probably gets like 80-90% full every day. They have 6 conveyors in Hawthorne, and so like every day, usually by the end of the day, everything's been received in. I went there on Monday, and they sticker what day things come in, and I was receiving in stuff from Tuesday of last week. It was that's how backed up there. And we have one receiver in Redmond.
Yeah.
They have 9.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's insane. But that was a one-off situation for that, especially now, like, they've kind of moved, like, what divisions our teams are a part of, and receiving is not part of our team. So if I go back down there to help with anything, it'll probably be more towards what I do, or shipping maybe, or inventory.
Yeah.
But they actually, my boss was talking to the head of the safety division for Redmond, and they were talking about getting someone certified in Washington or in Redmond to like become a trainer for forklifts and cranes and scissor lifts and all that stuff, because we don't have one of those. They ship someone from Hawthorne up here to do that,
train everybody,
to train people, and they go back like the next day, which
is a pain in the ass.
It's
especially when you get new employees that have to wait.
that's like you have to wait until there's a certain amount of people to train. They have to have a full group. That's probably the worst part of it, but sending someone up, they don't care. They'll spend the money. Like, go ahead. Like, when I went down there, they paid for my hotel, my flight, my rental car, and they gave me a company credit card to spend on all my food and stuff like that. Like, the only time I spent money was to go, like, I got Selena and Isabel a couple of gifts. Like, that's the only time I spent money. I was there for a week. It was nice. But like they don't care about sending people around, but I think it's more the functionality. Like, hey, somebody needs to get trained, we can do this today. So they were talking about it, and my boss, right away, she was like, had me in her head to do that. The health and safety guy was like, I think Ray should do it. And she's like, yes, do it. So they're doing some working out to see if they can either send me back down again for a couple days to get trained on certifications, to train and certify others, or if they're going to send the guy up here. So, because last time they had someone that was the trainer up here, they sent the guy up here, but then like 6 months later they got fired.
Oh shit!
So we don't have a trainer. But that would be so cool, like to just have that extra belt, like a notch on my belt. To, like, I feel like locking my place in there a little bit more. Because my job is definitely entry level, and it's definitely bottom of the food chain. And there's definitely room to grow, which is awesome too, because the last couple of jobs I've had, peaked hard, fast. So you get stuck there, just like, well, what am I gonna do?
That was as soon as I moved back to Washington. That was the first 2 jobs that I had. That's why I had like, this is my 3rd job since I've been back. I've only been back a year.
Man,
just hop. But the first job was just a pile of shit. It was in the aviation industry, and everybody hated their life. Everybody was worked to the bone. They wanted you working like 10-hour days and then Saturdays and Sundays.
10-hour days.
I don't mind 10-hour days, but I need my weekends. Like if I'm going to do that, I'm not coming in on Saturday.
They've got me doing 10s plus every other Saturday I work like a 5. That's manageable.
That's not bad.
It's not bad. But like 10s for me are nothing. I feel like after you get that 8-hour break, the 2 hours extra kind of fly by. It's nothing. So yeah, I get that. Man,
my
big job's a year. Although
but it wasn't like I got fired or quit and didn't have one. It was I had a new job lined up and then I moved on. But then the job in between the two, I was working in telecom construction.
Okay.
And I was like the warehouse manager for the trucks that go out and put in a new fiber optic cable shit.
Okay.
I hated that. Hated it. I was basically like my own boss where I was.
Yeah.
So that was cool, but it was so slow. Like, I could do my whole job in the first 20 minutes of me being there, and then I just had to make shit up for 8 hours.
Yeah, no, that sucks.
Yeah. Or they'd send me down to Auburn. Like, I would go down to Auburn like 3 times.
That's a fun drive.
Yeah, 3-4 times a week. The only upside is that it killed a whole bunch of time on the drive, but...
Because you're probably getting paid for the travel, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And it was in a company vehicle, too. So
nice, so no miles on you.
Yeah.
Good.
But I hated that job so much.
You went to school for supply chain, right?
No, I'm in school.
Oh, in school.
So I finished my associates in just liberal studies bullshit, like general education.
Okay.
But now I'm in for project management.
Project management, that's what it
I was gonna do supply chain, but I want to branch out of the supply chain. Like I joined the army to get out of warehousing, and they put me in a warehouse.
Of course. Of course you did.
And now I'm still in a warehouse. Granted, I'm like the shipping, receiving, and inventory manager
Yeah.
for the company.
Definitely a bigger, broader field.
But yeah, I'd rather move into project management because you can jump into different industries and still manage their projects.
Yeah.
Like, I could go into gaming, I could go into software, I could do anything with project management because you manage the project. It doesn't matter what the industry is. You're just trying to get from A to B and the team to do what needs to be done.
Yeah. One thing I liked about when I got hired on SpaceX is I got hired on right after. So they did a 0.9 version of the satellites,
Mm-hmm.
and they made a batch of 60 of them, sent them up into space. I started right at the end of production of those satellites.
Mm-hmm.
Business was very slow for a while.
Yeah.
But I'm the kind of person when things are slow, like I find things to do. That's when I went to cross training with shipping. That's when I went down to Hawthorne. Like I had more time to mingle into the other departments, kind of get a feel of what they do.
Yeah.
But now we're in full production of 1.0, and like constantly I'm busy. And because their goal is to do, they're trying to build 6 satellites a day,
Mm-hmm.
which like right now we're pushing to get like 3. But I mean, they're getting on it, and it's just crazy busy now. But I'm glad I had that kind of downtime when I first started, because I got to hone my craft of what I'm doing, and now I'm actually helping improve.
And not walking around like, oh shit.
What do I do? Where am I going?
How do I keep up with all
I'm
this?
like I'm showing everyone around where everything is now. Like I know most of the layout of Redmond more than most people do.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. Like I show my boss. Granted, my boss that I have now, she transferred a few months ago. She like I'm constantly showing her and her boss where things are at Redmond.
Oh wow.
Because I know. And then everybody knows they can come to me about it and stuff. So that's cool. It's cool to know. Like I'm all about that kind of having those resources too. I like being the guy that people come to me for questions.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I dread about being a new employee. Like, I hate asking questions, but I'm a firm believer in ask me every question you can. You're going to ask dumb questions. They do exist.
Yeah.
But I'd rather you ask me those so you know for sure the right answer, so you don't
Do
do
something
something dumb or think you're doing something right for
And it's dumb.
until it's too late and you mess something up. So, yeah, I like being the person that people ask the dumb questions and the big questions versus me asking stupid questions. Like, there's times I'll look back and like somebody asks me something, I'm like, wow, that's a dumb question. I definitely asked that when I started too, though.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I think that's the reason why the no dumb questions things exist. Is because it's dumb to the people who know.
Sure. No, that's
To the people who have no idea.
then they don't know.
That's the first question you
there.
ask.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
And I also tell them, like, milk that you're new is as long as possible, and have a longer leash.
Yeah.
I'm still learning. Like, cool. You've been here for 3 years, but okay.
I'm still super new.
Well, I work with the guy's been here for 15 years.
And he's new too.
Yeah, he's brand new. He's fresh. But, yeah. How stoked are you for this weekend?
I was actually dreading it.
Oh, were you?
Been.
Why?
I don't like big functions.
What do you're in the party, right?
Yeah.
That's why. Look at you. Because nobody ever looks at you. Ever.
This is online. This is different.
You're right. People will bash you online if they want to.
Yeah, but I don't look at that.
I
can turn that off.
That's what Dylan gets to look at. Yeah.
And nobody really watches us enough to bash us. The only people who really talk are you and Dane. And with you being here.
Yeah.
That's
So
just
now
me,
his
Dane.
name's Dane, which he's not in the comments yet.
No,
Is that
I
why?
think he's.
Although
Does
it's
he
a
have a
different
comment
name.
today?
I don't follow Dane as much as I probably should.
Yeah.
Because whenever Dane's doing something, I'm like, oh, this is super interesting.
Yeah.
But I don't have time to follow much.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Excuse you. Excuse you. trying to get some more chicken.
But
That's not your chicken.
well, you know about how deep I'm going to be this weekend now, right? Do you know what I'm doing this weekend?
No,
what are you doing?
I'm officiating the wedding, dude.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's
So
right.
I want to talk about people
Oh, are you ready?
Next question. No, I'm super stoked.
Yeah.
I constantly jokingly guilt Dylan about like, oh yeah, I'm a good second choice, but like the reasoning as to why I totally get and everything. So as to why things couldn't work out the way they planned. So for that though, I feel more pressure because they had a vision for so long that like obviously that vision's a little different with having me there.
Yeah.
So like I'm like constantly talking like. I've never had a text message conversation with Chelsea ever, but now I have a chain one where it's between me and the two of them.
Yeah.
Where I'll ask a question or I'll like, hey, I'll say this, and like so last night we all went to dinner, and like I brought them like so I had a friend officiate my wedding. As soon as so he asked, he's getting married next year, my other friend, and he asked me to officiate his wedding. So I'm like, man, like that's some pressure, but I'm down. Like you did for me, I love you. He's like my older brother. Like I'm super down. That's next year. Dylan asked me a week and a half ago. Keep in mind, so
did you already have your
no, I did not have my certificate of
officialness?
There's a word. Yes, I have it now.
Yeah.
So the day Dylan came and helped me move the last of the stuff out of our house, that day we had a really long talk about just catching up on like how he's doing with prepping for the weekend, his wedding. And I cannot remember what was said, but like I wasn't a part of the wedding party, which was cool. Like I'm fine with that. Dylan and I didn't really start getting close until recently. Like, and they asked their bridal party just after the engagement. Like, so I was totally like I never took it personally that I was in the wedding. I can't remember. We had something was said in the conversation. I think it was talking about how like certain friends like post wedding aren't always going to be around. Like my wedding party had 5 on each side, and I only really talked to 2 of them now.
Yeah.
And that was only 3 years ago. And we were talking about stuff with that. And like he's like, well, you know, Dylan's so tight with everyone in his life that he doesn't see anybody drifting away. Which I hope that's the case because that'd be awesome. Exactly. Dude, I used to have the biggest friend circle, and I was like in the center. That like, and then just drama happens, and life happens, and things
they
change.
get married, and they have kids, and they get full-time jobs, and it's
how
just
dare they grow up? But
goddamn, stay Peter Pan.
I think that's what we were talking about is like friends, how they come and go.
Yeah.
And so he brought up like, oh yeah, you know, you're a lot closer than we were back then, and he said something. He was like, well, you know, what was they saying? Oh, I think we were also talking about like Celine was nervous to like what she should wear to the wedding.
Yeah.
She cares about that kind of stuff.
As most girls do.
Exactly. Like, how dare she be different?
If I could go in a jeans and a t-shirt, I'd be so pumped. I gotta wear a fucking tux.
I'm gonna be in a suit. But we were talking, and he was like, well, keep yourself handy. There might be a dress code change or something like that. Basically insinuating that I might have to jump in. The way he worded it is like, it made it sound like maybe I'm jumping into the wedding party.
Yeah, okay.
The next night, he calls me and says, hey, do you want to officiate our wedding? Like, and he explained like what happened with the first. I'm like, sure, hell yeah, yes, no, absolutely. I'm down to do that for them.
Yeah.
I was stoked that they thought about me next.
Yeah.
That's my joke. Like, I'll be your second choice. You know, I get it, and like I'm super stoked to be a part of it. No, I did not have the certification yet, but I did literally got off the phone with them and I did it.
Yeah.
And so like I'm prepped to that. But so I was talking to my buddy who officiated our wedding. He gave me like his script that he went off of for our wedding.
Yeah.
And so we went back to this. Dylan, Chelsea, Celine, and I and Izzy went to dinner last night.
Mm-hmm.
I brought a copy of the script, and I was like, make it your wedding.
Yeah.
I was like, because like, and I was reading up on some stuff, and like, Dylan and Chelsea both made this comment because they were editing a lot of stuff to help it make more to them.
Mm-hmm.
And Dylan kept saying, like, man, this doesn't even, like, it's not even going to sound like you're talking about us. It's going to sound like I'm talking about us. Like, it sounds like Dylan, right?
Yeah.
But I was reading up on stuff, and it should sound that way.
Yeah.
Like,
it's just
I'm gonna
like
make
a
it my
couple
own
talking
makes
to each
sense.
other.
Like, I'm gonna make my own details here and there from my perspective too. But it's not my wedding. It's theirs. And this whole thing, especially with just like the officiating, this kind of level of whoever is doing your wedding, like you're supposed to make it as personal about them as possible. It's supposed to sound like that.
Yeah.
So I was stoked about it, and Chelsea hasn't finished her homework yet. Did she listen to this?
Probably not. Probably not.
It's funny, Celine kept asking a couple of questions here and there about like Dylan and just life and everything like that. Like, if you listen to the podcast that you subscribe to, because I made you a YouTube account for the subscription, you would know the answers to Celine. But
I don't blame people for not listening. We're acquired tastes.
So Dylan was still in a bunch at the table, and he got through like the first like 2/3 of the whole thing, and we just kind of ran out of time, and it was ready to go to bed. But I gave a copy to Chelsea, and I told her, like, hey, you fill, you make some of your own. Take a picture of the one I have that has Dylan's edits too, so you can edit the way you actually want it to be. Change the stuff. And haven't heard anything yet. Not at all. What could she possibly be doing days before the wedding? But no, and I went through this morning and was editing some stuff too, and I kind of like sent them a screenshot. I was like, hey, what do you guys think about this? Didn't hear a word. Trying to say, hopefully you made it. But so that's my big focus, is making sure that the script is done and right, and to the degree of what they want it to be. Their only real feedback is they went to another wedding recently where the repeat after me's were super long. Like most of the ceremony was repeat after me.
Oh no.
And the script I had a pretty decent repeat after me, but it was only like 2 months. They squashed that, and the repeat after me they're using is kind of from something. I'm not going to ruin this for anybody who's going to a wedding. It's kind of pulled from something, but we kind of made it their own as well. It's like 5 lines. It's still significantly way less percentage of the rest of it. But I just thought it was funny. It's like, I gave you guys a one-liner, and now you guys are giving me a paragraph. Like, all right. But that's my only focus, is worrying about that. But I even asked them, like, you guys need early to help with anything. They said no. They were more worried about, like, is kind of coming early and getting dragged away, and like her getting antsy like mid-ceremony or something. I'm really hoping. So Isabel is like 6 for 6 on which she's already been like 6 weddings. She's 17 months old. We went to like 5 last summer. And every one of them, the ceremony, a baby cried, was not my favorite. She was totally chill. One of them she slept through in our lap, like. But the other one's like, she was just calm and just kind of looking around. She's always a curious kid. Like, she always watching, which is cool. So I'm hoping that things work out for this wedding as well.
This is going to be the one where she has her legs over her down. She's going to Hulk out and tears to the car.
The last wedding, last summer we did, Celine and I both were actually in the wedding. So Celine's little sister had Izzy, and she did have to like take her out like near the end of the ceremony. But I also think that was probably because she wasn't with me or Celine. Where Celine will be in the crowd and everything, so hopefully that works out. I hope she doesn't like see me and keep going like, Dad! Wants to see me. If that's the case, then Celine's gonna have to pull her. But just get the hook and pull her off stage.
Time's up.
Yeah, exactly. But those are the only things I'm really worried about. I just want to make sure my part in this wedding, which is now very prominent,
front and center,
is good enough for them.
They
were talking about certain wording they wanted to use. They were worried about like certain people might not like this and might like that. And I kept telling them, "What do you guys like? This is your wedding." Truth be told, I don't remember half this stuff. Like I was reading the script from our weddings. I remember half of this. Like you forget.
That's not the stuff you remember. The stuff you remember is like looking at each other in the eyeballs. And then the reception. Like you blank out all the other bullshit.
So my biggest thing I remember from the ceremony is, so Celine had like a long aisleway to walk down. And for whatever reason, last second, she told, I don't know if it was the best man. It was my best man, which was actually my best woman. It was my really good friend, Krista. I think she told her to tell Ken, who officiated the wedding, to make sure I was facing like my back to her. Because she wanted to see my face up close in the first, like, because we didn't have, like, a look before kind of thing. This was my first time seeing her.
So she didn't want to see me, like, she couldn't see my face watching her walk down the aisle. So I had to face away. Everyone is watching my wife walk down the aisle. I'm sitting there with my buddy Ken, who officiated our wedding, arm in arm, or like arm over each other's shoulder. We're chatting. We had a really, like, you know, he was like kind of last second, like just kind of get me pumped up and excited. Like I was, but he was giving me good words of encouragement. But the whole time, it's like, why am I not looking at my wife right now? And then I go find out later. She's like, well, I wanted to see your reaction up close. I'm like, this is stupid. Do you remember my reaction up close? Yeah. Like, okay. That's good. That's nice.
Yeah.
I remember.
As long as you remember.
I remember looking at bushes. It was outside. No, I just want to make sure it's all good for them. And, like, so I keep asking all the questions, like, who's going to have the rings, which is going to be Archer. But, like, so if Archer's kept the rings, like, is he literally going to have them until they're good to do the exchange, or does somebody pull them when Archer gets up there? These are questions I want to find out, because, like, then I figure out how to intro, like, grabbing the
I think
rings.
that's what tomorrow, or
The rehearsal.
Friday.
Tomorrow. It's tomorrow.
Is it tomorrow?
Yes, it is.
Tomorrow's Thursday.
Shoot. It's Friday. Because the wedding's on Sunday.
Yeah.
It's Friday.
It's Friday.
I'm only officiating this thing. I don't need to know a schedule.
Oh, shit.
I think it's Friday. I think you're right.
Because I was supposed to go to a
Friday
wedding on
Friday
Saturday.
at 7.
Yeah.
That's right, because it threw me off because they sent out the invite to the Halloween party today.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, wait, because I thought it was like, I knew it was the 26th previously, but for some reason I thought they were adding on an extra thing this weekend. I'm like, oh my god, guys, take a breath. You have enough going on.
Stop. Just stop.
Yeah. We,
Dylan doesn't take breaths.
no,
Dylan
he does not breathe.
fucking goes.
I just realized I don't even have comments in here, but nobody's really saying anything.
Yeah, nobody's saying anything.
There is a third person watching.
I think that's all us.
Is it just us?
I think so. Because there's 1, 2, and I think I turned it on there to make sure that it wasn't say big beautiful bullshit.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. So it might just be all us.
I
Damn.
still have not tried one.
Really?
I'm at a spite at this point.
I mean, it's not like they're not fantastic. It's not like a flavor blast.
Yeah.
It's just like,
oh, this is a good alternative to a heavy drink. Like,
Gotcha.
it gets you drunk and it's light. And it's not like a shitty
I
light.
guess I want to prove the theory of the getting drunk part because I've not been drunk in like 4 years. But I also don't try to.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this weekend. That's that.
So I honestly haven't known anything about the wedding almost the whole time the wedding's been planned.
So Friday's a very occasional.
Yeah. I didn't even get a real invitation.
Oh, did you see them?
The invitation?
Yeah.
I saw the like packaged product. I didn't see
They did like a wax on a wax, like a mat with a wax on.
I saw Shelf
make
making
it pretty damn cool.
Yeah.
It was really cool. One of my favorite invites.
Yeah.
Which is kind of like,
all handmade.
yeah, which is funny to say because like my cousin owns an invitation business and she made ours, and like I've given several friends like, hey, go to her. And I've had like 3 or 4 weddings get invitations that my cousin's made.
Yeah.
They were fantastic, but yeah, Chelsea's like really like that. It's so different as you'd expect a Chelsea made.
Yeah.
No, she killed it with that one. But
That's rude. Yeah. Because I live here.
there's not an extra line around. We can find. We still find it. We never sent out a thank you card though.
I don't think anybody really ever does.
No, a friend of mine got married literally. So we got married, we're gone for 10 days or gone for 6 days for our honeymoon. Came back, and that next weekend, a really good friend of mine got married. And then, like, 3 months later, we got their thank you cards, and we're like, ooh, we suck. Yeah, we never. I think, as like a joke, for like our 10-year anniversary, we
Send out a thank you.
because my cousin was part of our package for the invite. She gave us these really nice thank you cards that kind of matched the theme of the invites. So
People are gonna get them and be like,
what is happening? Like, thank you for 10 years ago, blah blah blah. And I would have sent it to like the friends that were like in the wedding that I do not talk to anymore.
yeah.
Just have them go,
The ghost of friendship past.
exactly. Just to be like, what is happening? Like, I almost wish we got married on April Fool's Day just for that.
That'd be fun.
That'd be great. or just send it out as an April Fool's joke after our 10-year anniversary. So we got the rehearsal on Friday. That'll be fun.
I'm excited for it to be over. Like the whole wedding deal.
Yeah.
I feel like Dylan will calm down a little bit more, and maybe we can get the podcast more in focus.
Freaking engage people. Not prioritize properly.
Trying to grow a business.
Because I noticed your guys' like online presence is kind of slowed down.
Well, yeah, because that was all Dylan.
So get on it.
No.
What do you do here?
Everything else.
Everything else. There's been a couple times where I'm like, guys, just give me your login. I'll give me your activity login. Do something. Like,
Yeah. Well, see, the problem is I want to build up like a backlog of things that I can post randomly.
Yeah.
And I need to go through all of our old videos and do clips.
the Patreon stuff.
No, for Instagram.
Oh, okay.
Do Instagram clips. And then the Patreon stuff, I just have to sit down and upload. But I'm putting more on my plate than I really want to have.
Yeah.
But I also want this to be a full-time job at some point.
Absolutely.
I just need to figure out which one's more important, Netflix or podcast.
Yeah. I love that Netflix.
And Netflix has been winning lately. Soon snowboard season is going to take over, so I really need to like build good habits now.
I firmly believe that our social life is not very big right now anyway, but like, so our schedule usually, like, we'll go home, hang out, then have dinner, and then we'll hang out with Iz for a while, then we'll put her to bed, and then that's when we kind of have TV time.
Yeah.
And I feel like we're going to be 100% every night straight. We don't want to make plans, because after we put Izzy to bed, we're going to be on Disney Plus when that comes out.
Are you doing the like 3-year deal?
No, I'm just going to do the month to month. And I know you save a huge amount if you do like the 3-year, but I don't
That's
pay
a
anything
big chunk of
big.
money. Like
I don't pay
upfront.
anything that large unless I'm getting it all right now.
Yeah.
Like, that's cool. I don't have to worry about it for 3 years, but then that 3 years is going to be up and I'm like, oh wait, I have something to pay for again.
Yeah.
I don't like doing that kind of stuff. Like, if I'm paying a big amount of money, it's for something that's going to be in my hands today.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even like ordering things online that are big. Like, I'd rather go to the store for big things.
And have it in your hand right away.
And it's not like, oh, just instant gratification of like, I don't like to wait for shipping. It's just, no, if I'm spending my money, I want to see what I spent it on.
Yeah. Hold it, check it out, make sure that that's
Yeah.
what you want to spend it on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how I'm with most of my big purchases. That's why it was weird that I did like that Lego purchase. I mean, $80 isn't a huge purchase by any means, but like even that, I'm like, I'm waiting. It's literally a store 3 blocks away from my house, but I had to order it online. But
But you got that free
I
set.
did get that free set, which I'm super stoked about. It's a cool little set. Yeah. So we've got that coming up this weekend. So much going on.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm glad that like what you're saying, Dylan will tone down a little bit, hopefully, and all that.
I just he's actually got a computer on the way too, so he'll be able to do his all the like logo building and t-shirt design stuff that he's been wanting to do, but doesn't find time to do.
T-shirt designs.
Yes.
I have the selfishly selfish.
Yeah.
Selflessly selfish one, right?
Selfishly selfless.
Yes. And you know, it's got the FAW logo in front.
Mm-hmm.
Somewhere at work the other day. I don't know if I told you about this or not. I think I told you this.
So.
But one of these guys that I work with comes in, Buffa. What? Buffa. What are you talking about, man? And he just pokes me in the chest. I'm like, don't poke me. Buffa. And he like drags his finger around. BFAW, Best Friends Ask Why, Kick-Ass Podcast, go check it out. He's like, oh, okay. And then I like turn around and walk away. It's like, this conversation's done right now. And then he sees the back of it, and he's like, wait, where did you get that shirt? And I'm like, from the podcast. And he's like, where else are you using it? So he wants the shirt.
Oh.
So I got hold of Dylan, but apparently you guys aren't going through the company that made that shirt anymore.
No. So the deal with the shirts is I have a link to get that same one that you got,
Okay.
but I have to give it out as is or as it stands. And then when we do get our business license, then we're gonna change gears and we're gonna get them printed on. I'm not wearing one right now, but Free Fly, the company I work for. They do Bella and Canvas shirts. I think ours is like Next Level or something like that.
Okay. So different distributor. Just better quality.
Different distributor, and the shirt quality is a little bit better. It doesn't shrink, and I think it's the Tri-Blend. It's a Tri-Blend shirt.
Okay.
So it feels better, doesn't shrink. Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
But yeah, so he was like super down for this shirt. I'm like, oh, let me see what I can find out. And Dylan's like, oh, we're not selling it. And I'm like, sorry, bro. And then I was like, but check out the podcast because they're going to start releasing some more stuff eventually. Did you ever see that Dylan made the onesie for Isabel? That's got the logo on the back?
I think so.
Because she definitely sent it. She wore it today, actually. So Celine sent me this as Isabel's playing with her toys.
Oh, that's awesome.
So she's wearing it today.
The back of that shirt just kind of came together really randomly.
It's an awesome shirt, though. I wear it at work often. Only had the one fall incident, though.
I hate people like that.
I know.
That's super awkward.
It's obvious that it's an abbreviation.
Yeah.
Just ask the question. Don't be weird.
Yeah.
But
Socially inept.
I don't know if you got a chance to check it out. I did have a friend of mine that works at the church that I worked at, who like I think I talked about you guys recently, and so he like messaged me on Instagram. He's like, "So what's this about?" I'm like, "Oh, dude, and
Don't listen to it."
I think he's chill enough though to where it's pretty good. He has not given me any feedback, but so when I messaged it to him, I gotta find this.
You checked out our Instagram and saw something about drinking cum.
I forgot to do the show.
Oh, it goes way too deep.
But no, I don't even know how to find messages on here. I never message people. People message me, and then I'm like, oh yeah, this is a
And then
feature
it goes away. And
Do they go away?
oh, you just swipe over. So if you go to your feed and
Archive. That's when I swiped over. Oh, is it from the main feed?
oh, yeah, main menu, swipe over.
Ah, there it
you
is.
go.
So what did I say? Oh, I posted the story about you guys, and I was like, check them out.
Yeah.
He's like, what's it about? And literally the only description I can think of on the fly was random stuff. Life and struggles and the pursuit of conquering yourself, really. Also, pretty vulgar. Just a warning. LOL. If you check it out, I was like, LOL, if you check out, I think, episode 6, I'm on that one.
Yeah.
And then he's like, I think I'll listen to it tonight at work.
Oh,
like, okay. And
Ray's gonna lose a friend because of that.
so I was like, nice. That's I was like, they're always looking for new listeners.
Yeah.
And then like 2 days later, he's like, I forgot the name of the podcast. I was like, scroll up.
It's in the message thread.
It's okay. Give him the name. He's like, thank you. And then a day later, he's like, oh, that's what you meant by being on episode 6. He thought I meant like I was listening to episode 6. Like, no, you're legit on it. Like, yeah. He's like, cool. And I guess he might still be going through it, but he at least, it sounds like he started at 1 and got to 6.
Oh, okay.
But yeah.
I think the first couple of episodes weren't too bad. I feel like recently we've gotten more
comfortable.
Yeah, and we're running out of things to talk about. So then are just goofy, joking.
So throw some more people in here, man.
We need to, but that's another one of Dylan's domains. I feel like Dylan is outreach, and I'm like the guts of the podcast. And because of this wedding, stupid wedding. Because of the wedding, the podcast is suffering. Yeah, it's just understandably that kind of stuff takes a little bit of a backseat.
Have you thought about bringing the portable one to the wedding?
Oh yeah.
Are you going to?
I think I'm going to. I might bring a mic and the Zoom and just get people
That'd be cool.
talking about it. Like they do with the camera.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
We're probably they're gonna have like a mini moon, like a mini honeymoon.
Yeah.
And so Dylan won't be here at the podcast. So
Yeah.
I'll just save that for
For
when
that
we
week.
go.
Yeah.
Which would be cool.
Okay.
And then I don't know if I'm gonna run like
I don't know if I'll set it up at like the table I'm at and just be continuously podcasting with whoever walks up, or if I'm gonna walk around and just get clips.
And it's portable enough to walk around.
Oh yeah, I can just throw it in a backpack and then have the microphone.
You're just that super social guy who will go up to everyone.
Oh, that's totally me.
If you need help,
Totally me.
if you need help, if I know anything about speaking at weddings, which I've done a couple of speeches at receptions, and then everybody comes up to you like, "Oh, what you said was so amazing."
Yeah.
I'm hoping that if it's not a train wreck and I do well, people
Yeah,
might come up to me a lot.
everyone's
So if you want to try,
I'll just
hand
hand
it
it
off
off
to
to
you.
you. I'll just hand it off to you.
Oh, thanks so much. Talk to him.
Well, the majority of it is going to be, well, I don't know about majority, but at least half of it is going to be my family. So
Yeah. So avoid at all costs.
No, the majority of my family is bad.
What you should do, and I think this would be amazing, put everyone on the spot and just be like, so, just out of curiosity, I know we're here for the wedding, but what do you think of our podcast? And just get a lot of awkward long pauses.
Listen to it.
And then just, how dare you?
Yeah.
Why haven't you?
We hate you now.
Just
Get out.
do a whole segment of
Get
that.
out.
That would be so amazing. I would love I would listen to that train wreck multiple times. Oh, that would be so good.
Yeah. Change it to the intro. That'll be the intro. What do you think of our podcast? It's good.
That would be amazing. That would be amazing. Man.
I feel like the majority of our family hasn't even listened to it.
Really?
Yeah.
That might be for the best?
It might be. I mean, I
Or
don't know.
maybe they really need to?
Yeah, I don't really care either way.
Yeah.
I'm kind of indifferent about the whole
Yeah.
thing.
Is that a cancer tattoo?
Yeah, that was my first tattoo.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is it yours? Are you cancer?
Yeah.
Okay. My brother's cancer. And I've got this one that's Gemini Cancer Aquarius. My brother's and sister, so I spotted it. I'm like, that's actually like really close to.
Same thing.
That's actually the exact same one
It
that's
is.
branched
Yours
off
is.
of. Because I designed it together. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Me and my.
Gosh.
So I've thought about getting it covered up, but then
the buddy that we went and got like our birth signs together on
Okay.
our 18th birthdays
Uh-huh.
ish or around the same time, he actually passed away. So
So
now it's
like
like
that.
Yeah, now it's like something that I have to keep.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. All
If
right.
anything, just add around it, the like leave space around it.
Yeah.
To keep it its own. That'd be cool.
Looks super shitty.
My first tattoo looks super bad. Like,
Oh.
this one, like, I got on my 18th birthday in June,
Mhm.
and then, like, didn't properly care for it
Yep.
in the summer, picked at the scabs, like,
Damn.
there's all kinds of, like, worn down spots. Like, this thing looks like it's a lot older than the 14 years that it is.
Yeah.
It's looked like 14 years old for the past, like, 14 years.
I feel like everybody's first tattoo looks like it belongs on a 60-year-old biker.
True, true. You can see the progression of my tattoos to, like, the better ones, too.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you guys just gotta learn as you go through it.
I can't wait to get my sleeve done.
Yeah.
I've been itching for it for years.
What are
and
you trying to
years.
do?
So I want to get the progression of the life cycle, like human life cycle,
Okay.
but in the color scheme of seasons.
Oh,
So,
okay.
Like winter being death, fall being like, I don't know, 40,
Dying.
40 to 60,
Okay.
somewhere in there. And then like your 20s would be
Summertime.
and then childhood is spring.
Okay.
But not like, I don't want the leaves changing or anything like that. Like I want kids playing and then like the
Okay.
shit that you do in your 20s, hiking, fucking adrenaline junkie shit.
Okay.
But just like a path run, kind of like Dylan's. I think Dylan and I had the same idea, but his is like spacey,
Yeah.
whereas mine's gonna be like, I think the fall one is gonna be like city,
Okay.
where it's like brick walls and kind of gross and
Yeah.
just
More just raw.
corporate type shit because you
Yeah.
work your life away.
Yep.
And then the winter time's gonna be like, I want one pop of color, like maybe a red balloon or some shit to signify, like, oh, childhood is gone.
Yeah.
But
Should be a
then the
popping
rest of it-
moment.
Yeah.
And then like an old man on his deathbed, like in your armpit, maybe.
Yeah.
This is where it is, guys. Right in the pit.
It's all done.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, that's the idea I've had for a while.
Okay.
But sleeves are expensive. So
Right.
I've been putting it off because it's not like a sleeve where I can get a little bit done by one artist and then
Yeah.
a little bit. Like that's something that I need to
You
find
have
a
the
guy
same guy, but
or girl.
or yeah,
and
absolutely.
do the whole thing.
Or
Or unidentified, non-binary person.
anyone,
Yes.
any artist.
Yes.
This one was surprisingly not that expensive.
Mhm.
I got this whole thing done for like $300.
Oh damn.
I got a big former.
Yeah.
This was a lot of ink.
That's a lot of space.
Yeah, which terrifies me to like get the rest done because I still have a lot of blank space. But yeah, this one only cost $300, but it was only from here to the elbow. Like this was a separate piece for like $80. This was a separate piece for like $60. These were all done separately for like $50 for the repair. But like this, the majority of like what is a piece,
Mhm.
it was like $300.
That's not bad.
It wasn't bad at all. And he did 2 separate sessions, and like I felt like I could have went the whole session,
Mhm.
but he split it up into 2.
Well, they also have to have it heal and
Yeah.
do the
No,
other
for
shit
sure.
and stuff.
Yeah,
Which I could have done the same for my chest. I had to do that in 2 different sessions.
Oh, did you?
Mhm.
I
I
think
think this is the only one I did, which was no. This was the only one I did for 2 sessions for the same artist.
Yeah.
3 different artists have touched this arm.
Oh wow.
I originally just had the outline of the buildings,
Mhm.
no windows, nothing.
Very hipster.
Well, no, I
Just
knew
the
what
skyline.
I knew what I wanted, but I only had part of it done
Oh.
at the time because I think I was like running low on money or something.
Yeah.
But then the windows and stuff were done by a friend of mine that was apprenticing, and I was his first human skin.
Oh wow.
So like the windows, if you ever look close, are super janky and like they're awkward and shaved and everything. But it was his first tattoo, and I'm cool with it. It kind of
Yeah.
goes with the theme of it.
It does look very cartoony.
Yeah,
Like
like
it
they're
looks
super
intentional.
Like, yeah,
almost.
it does. So I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
And then the color was done by a third artist that I will never go back to.
The color doesn't look bad.
It's not what I wanted,
Oh.
and he never finished the elbow.
Oh.
This is an Eclipse that
was
was
never
not
done.
completed, and it frustrates me super bad because he was this artist who he did a really good piece on a buddy of mine,
Mm-hmm.
and then
that sold you.
he did a really good piece on my buddy's mom. Then he did a really good piece on his sister. So I was like, okay, I've seen some great work from this guy. I was a little nervous though because he was between shops.
Oh.
But he set up a completely clean room shop in his house. They
Yeah.
had complete like separate room, clean. He sterilized everything.
That's
Everything was
where I
good
got
and clean.
this. Was at some dude's house.
Yeah.
But he was a pro artist. Like
Yeah,
he owned his
and-
own shop.
Yeah, he owned one at one point, but got like screwed over by like his partner or something like that. Is why he was like between shops or whatever. And so he just did the color, but like he just did the green one day.
Mm-hmm.
Then
There's
he
green
did
on there?
the buildings are
Oh,
green.
the buildings are green.
Yeah.
Okay.
What did it look like?
I thought you were talking about
Oh,
like
the sky.
The sky. I was
Yeah.
like, I don't see orange and purple.
Well, so that's red and purple.
Oh.
That's faded.
Oh.
But like, so I wanted it to look like a sun, like a sunrise kind of thing. But there's no real blend between these colors. Like,
Yeah.
you really stare at it. There's no.
Oh, there's no, it's not the
There's no blend at
He
all.
stopped
Yeah.
and then did a different color.
Yes, that's exactly what happened. And like, I wanted it to like dominantly go like straight. Like I wanted it to blend around this kanji like this one does
Yeah.
here. And he just never got to that point. And then he
Didn't finish
He
it
didn't
off.
finish my elbow at all. And like he did the whole eclipse there.
Yeah.
Like, he did the outlining, and then just never finished filling in it. And he kept taking breaks. Like every half an hour, he had a cigarette.
No.
I'm like if you want to take a break after like an hour or two, like I get it. But literally like every 15-20 minutes, he needed to go
If you
smoke.
need that many cigarettes,
And I'm like, dude, I don't want to do this. Like,
yeah.
and like eventually he's the one who called the quits for the night. I'm like,
Are you serious?
like this is it? And like that was like $200.
No.
I'm like, this is
No,
stupid.
man.
So I was done.
Yeah.
I've not gone back to that guy. And then I've seen a lot of his work since that I followed him on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
And some of the pieces he's done since they're complete trash.
Yeah.
I'm
Like he's just falling off his game.
yeah.
Maybe he's on drugs.
He honestly probably is on
That wouldn't
something.
surprise me.
He seems like a guy who probably will take anything to get the job done,
Yeah.
kind of thing. So
I gotcha.
I looked out for a while though when I worked at Sunglass Hut.
Mm-hmm.
On my chest, I've got a bearded dragon. It's a portrait of a bearded dragon I had.
Mm-hmm.
a buddy of mine the guy who did this one, he we worked out a deal. I was like, I want these pair of Ray-Ban sunglasses.
Yeah.
I got like 50% off on them. I was like, you buy me these glasses at your discount, I'll give you the equivalent of the retail price in tattoo work.
Oh shit.
So I got like a $200 pair of sunglasses for him for $100, and he did like 2 hours worth of work and did this portrait.
That's dope.
That was cool. And then he also did my Wolverine on my leg for a pair of glasses for his wife. And then my zombie on my other leg, I did same deal with a different artist before that.
Oh, okay.
So like I've gotten some really good deals on stuff for that, and that was really cool.
Yeah.
But I would love to go back to this artist because I think he's the best one that I've had.
Mm-hmm.
But he's since got his own shop,
Mm-hmm.
and he's kind of like really skyrocketed his pricing.
Oh yeah.
He's
He's got to support his shop.
Yeah. But the guy who did
My
my
most
most
recent
recent
one
one
is
is this one.
And
I like this one a lot too.
Mhm.
This is a Star Wars one, and he does a lot of work on a couple buddies of mine. He does really great work too. He's a decent price, so I'm probably definitely gonna go back to him.
Yeah.
He's
He's
got
got
a
a
really
really
light
light
hand
hand
too.
too.
The thing that I'm, aside from money, I think the thing that I'm waiting on most with my sleeve is to find the right artist.
Yeah.
Because I've looked around a whole bunch, and not to like knock Pacific Northwest artists, but I feel like so many tattoo shops in this area are like flash centric.
Oh, absolutely.
Super
Yeah.
hipster, like
Oh, that's kind of what happened with this artist.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't like flash art. Like I only have 3 pieces that were like spur of the moment, could be considered like out of the book flash type shit. Like I've got the Deathly Hollows on my chest from Harry Potter,
Okay.
and then the Harry Potter font. I have my old barracks number
Oh,
on my
okay.
chest, and then I've got
But see, that's still original to you for that one.
It is, but they're kind of like the closest thing to basic
Yeah.
as I could
Well, I've
get.
got 6 kanji characters on my arms.
Yeah.
Like, you know. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel you.
So.
I don't know. Flash art just doesn't do it for me, and I feel like
Yeah.
that's the hot thing in the Linwood, Everett,
Yeah.
northern Seattle area.
Yeah. No, I believe that for sure.
I
I would like to. My goal is to finish sleeves
Mhm.
and have them connect to my chest
Yeah.
and to the ones on my back. Like have the one big connection.
Yeah.
maybe someday.
A lot of money.
Maybe when you're on your deathbed, just
Right.
blow your children's inheritance.
Exactly.
Sorry, kids, I gotta get this done before I go to the grave.
Exactly.
These tattoos in the afterlife.
Bury me with my leg while you're at it.
No, you can't sell them.
My wife and I were just talking. We were at church, and
They're talking about the whole like you're not buried with all your material.
Yeah, you can't take it with you.
Can't take it with you and stuff.
And I alluded to my wife like, I'm taking my leg.
We're getting a double-sized coffin.
Which
In reality, we need like a quadruple-sized
You
coffin.
need like a Connex.
Yeah. Just throw me in a storage shed.
Yeah.
Throw me in the river or something. So packing up my Lego, because it's in storage right now.
Yeah.
You know those 27-gallon black with the yellow lid totes you get at Costco?
Yeah.
9 of those are full. 9 of those are full.
And it's all organized too. You just throw it all in.
Each set was disassembled, put in a big
Oh,
gallon
okay.
Ziploc bag.
So some of the bigger sets took like 4 or 5 Ziploc bags, and like I labeled each one, know what they are,
Yeah.
through the instruction booklet in the bag too if they'll fit.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, they're very organized. And I tried to do like number order as well,
Mhm.
but I started that like 3 months before we moved because I knew we were planning to move,
Yeah.
and I knew this was going to be a project because it took 3 months to bag up.
Yeah.
That I got more sets during that breakdown. So
So
those just got thrown in.
So yeah,
I don't know the full amount in my collection at this point anymore. I can't tell you
Something's
how
gotta wait until you buy the house.
the last so that's the goal is rent free here, hopefully, and then buy a house next year, and then I will bring it all right back out.
Yeah.
And that's where I was talking to you guys about like maybe starting something where I start recording my rebuilds.
Yeah. That'd be really cool.
That'd be cool. Like just like it could be like kind of like your guys like we would sit here and talk
Yeah.
and build a set, or like each of us build a set and talk about something. Like if it's a Star Wars set, talk about it. Star Wars for a bit, and then branch off from there.
Yeah.
Or like talk about the mechanics of like how the ship really works. You get nerdy stuff like that.
Yeah.
Different topic stuff.
I think that'd be kind of cool. Because most Lego videos, YouTube channels, it's just the build,
Yeah.
which are cool. Some are cool. I actually just found this one guy who he literally takes the time to do stop motion for every piece he added to the thing.
Wow.
And he also had it on a spinner. So like the stop motion, the whole video, the set is constantly spinning and starting from the feet up,
And then grows.
going to the top and fully building it. And I'm like, I feel like the instructions didn't even show to build it that way.
Yeah.
He just rebuilt it that way.
Probably.
Like, so he took the extra time to do that. And that kind of stuff is super pro level that like I couldn't consume that much time to do that.
Yeah,
At
unless
all.
that was your full-time job. Unless you got to the point doing the regular stuff.
But even that, I feel like that would be so meticulously continuous that
Yeah.
like I couldn't do that much repetitiveness.
Yeah, that'd be like a once-in-a-year video
Yeah,
or something.
exactly.
Like
Like
a
my
special video.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we got this fancy camera. You can come build a set on the table and then throw it back in storage.
There you go. Yeah. Bring the stuff I get tomorrow and
Yeah.
start it up. Yeah. I'm so sad that I have to put it on storage. So all of my nerd stuff is packed away.
Yeah.
And it's not a factor of like, oh, my wife won't let me put it out. It's legitimately there's nowhere to put it.
Yeah.
Like, there's nowhere to put it. And right after we moved, we went and visited my mom at Valley Village. She works there, and then my sister. And I came across this Clone Wars Star Wars helmet. It's like a full head helmet, not like one of the little half masks.
Yeah.
For $5. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get that. In our move, like in our dining room, there's like a really nice nook type window that
Yeah.
we put my daughter's little like one shelf bookshelf in, and we're gonna put like a cushion on the top to make a little reading nook area for her
Mhm.
because she loves looking at her books. But the Clone Wars helmet has like it just got put on there randomly during the move. Like we just hadn't know where to put it yet at the time.
Yeah.
And she's only mentioned once though, like, hey, when are you gonna pack that up? And like I managed to change the subject, and it's still sitting there.
It's gonna
This is
stay
my little-
there.
This is my little bit of nerdness that still exists. Let it happen. And it's cute though. Every once in a while, Isabel will try to put it on. It's
Yeah.
way too big. Like it goes through her shoulders. It's a big helmet. Like my giant head fits in it.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, wow. But she'll put it on and she'll look like like the Pops toys.
Oh yeah. Or like God damn, what was his name from Spaceballs? Did you
Darth Helmet?
Yeah, Darth Helmet.
Hell yeah, I've seen Spaceballs. You know they're finally doing a sequel.
Oh
Like
what?
it's in, I think it's still in like writing stage, like pre-production, pre-production
Yeah.
stages. But they finally announced that
That they're doing something.
it. And they're going to call it Spaceballs the sequel, like they talked about in the movie.
Yeah.
And I'm so down.
I wonder if they're gonna get Rick Moranis out of acting
He
retirement.
is agreed.
Oh what?
Well, I believe I did read that he would do it,
Oh, that's awesome.
which would be fantastic.
That would be.
Because he's still around. Oh, he's coming around, and then I cannot remember his name, but the
Bill
guy who played
Paxton?
Lone Star. Is that Bill Paxton?
I think it's Bill Paxton.
I thought
No,
Bill Paxton,
it's
Bill
not
Paxton's
Bill
one who
Paxton.
died. He was in Twister.
Yeah,
He died. Bill Pullman.
Bill Pullman.
He's still around.
Yeah.
Like he just did the sequel to Independence Day, so he could use a new gig. Did you see that?
No, I didn't even know that there was another
You
one.
didn't know they made a sequel to Independence Day?
I knew there was. So there's only two, right?
Yes.
Okay, I did see this. No, I
The
didn't
second
see
one
the
starred like not Chris Hemsworth, Liam Hemsworth.
I didn't see it.
It's not terrible.
Okay.
It's not amazing.
It's
Um,
middle of the road.
For me, I went in with super low expectations because everyone trashed it.
Yeah. Well, and most sequels kind of blow.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. And they tried really hard to like go nostalgia, but they did. All they had was Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah.
Him and Bill Pullman showed up too, and I feel like his character, like what they tried to do, could have been awesome,
Mm-hmm.
but the movie was long, but they didn't give enough time for his arc to really
For
matter.
his awesomeness.
Yeah, and so like it's centered around the new cast, which was Liam Hemsworth. I don't remember the actor's name, but he plays Will Smith's son, who is now a pilot too.
Oh, okay.
They killed Will Smith's character off in like a side story of
Because
like.
it was too expensive.
Well, Will Smith didn't do it because he was busy doing. Was it Bad Boys? Because they're releasing Bad Boys 3.
Oh.
He was doing something. I mean, he's always doing something.
Yeah.
But he did not do it because. I think it was Suicide Squad.
Oh, okay.
Which
He
he's not even
should've-
coming
he
back for the
should've
sequel
done-
for the Suicide
He
Squad.
should have done Independence Day.
Oh,
instead of Suicide
absolutely. The movie could have been phenomenal. It had to be completely rewritten because he couldn't do it.
Squad.
Which is why it was kind of.
Yeah.
It was okay, though. Like, I would say, check it out. Say that you've watched it.
And then move on.
Yeah, like it's not life changing in any means. But I didn't have regrets seeing it.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I don't think I've. There's been very few movies that I was like, wow, what a waste of time.
Yeah. No.
I can't even think of them off the top of my head.
Yeah, well, maybe because they were that waste of time. They just melted out of your brain.
Just go ahead.
Yeah. But it was okay. It definitely, I believe it's set up for a third one because they did plan to make a trilogy finally. But that's not needed either.
Yeah.
Like they didn't need to make a sequel to Independence Day.
No, they didn't.
that
movie was so great for the time.
Fantastic.
The best.
To this day, I still remember what I remember most about that movie though is when I was a kid, went to the dentist. And they had like a virtual like headset to like pick a movie and you watch a movie while they're working on you.
Yeah.
And I only got to see like a half an hour of it, but I was watching Independence Day while they were working on it. I was like, this is legit. Like,
This is the best thing ever.
This is the coolest dentist ever. Like, I think because of that one experience, I've never had like a fear of dentists.
Yeah.
I've never had a fear of dentists.
I never was afraid of them, but they pissed me off.
Oh.
So I went to the dentist while I was in the army, and they gave me the ceramic fillings.
Oh. Okay.
And I liked them. I loved the ceramic fillings. I didn't have any pain with like cold or anything like that. And then as I was exiting the military, I went to a different dentist and they're like, oh, these things are horrible. We got to take these out. And then when they drilled them out and everything, they're like, oh, that was just a shadow on the x-ray. But we're still going to put these fucking silver bullshits in. And now I have tooth pain and all that shit.
Dude, that sucks.
Yeah. So they drilled them out.
Charge for a penny for
Oh,
the
no.
stupidity?
It was all
Insurance.
through the army.
Oh, okay.
So it was all free anyway.
That sucks.
Yeah. I mean, that's what you get with socialist medicine.
I've never had a bad experience with dentists.
Mhm.
I've always had really bad teeth.
Yeah.
So, like, it's always been like, well, I did this to myself. The only other two experiences I had, when I had my wisdom teeth pulled,
Mhm.
all four of them were taken at the same time. And I actually went to a surgeon who, like, and nobody's heard of this process, which kind of makes me nervous, but I made it out just fine.
Mhm.
They knocked me out. They blew my molars apart with, like, a laser, and then picked out the pieces, and then stitched me up. And I had no real pain after, like, the first couple of hours.
Yeah.
I was
That
good.
doesn't sound bad.
No, it was awesome. But everyone I told that to, they're like, what?
You went to a space
Right?
doctor.
No, they abducted you and did tests on you.
Yeah.
Whatever. I mean, my fly was still up after I woke up, so I was
Yeah,
fine.
you're good. At least they dressed you right after.
Exactly. It's okay.
Yeah.
And then
Mine, it felt like they crunched them with a pair of vice grips.
I was completely asleep. That's the only time I've been knocked out.
No, they numbed the fuck out of me.
Yeah.
It just went to town.
The only other experience that I did have, which was like terrifying, but they took care of it quick. I had a filling. Oh no, not a filling. What's the big one? Root canal. Root canal. I had a root canal. Which have you ever had one?
Mhm.
They literally shove little mini metal bars into your tooth, and I think they solder it or something.
Oh, okay.
But they're going like one at a time. But they're so numb you don't feel it.
Mhm.
45 minutes in, there was no pain, but I felt them. They take it with pliers and they kind of just shunt it in.
Yeah.
I felt the motion of it sliding down my tooth.
That's
That's literally what I did. I was like, he's like, did you feel that? I'm like, because my mouth was like, what?
Yeah.
And I was like, and it just shot me again. I'm like,
Alright, okay. I had that happen with my wisdom teeth.
Oh,
It was the same
yeah.
reaction.
Oh,
I don't know what it is about tooth feeling, but
Yeah.
anytime that's like the only reaction you can have.
Yeah.
Oh!
So there's no real pain.
Yeah.
I felt the slide though, and like your mouth, everything feels so much bigger. Like
Yeah, that's
when
true.
I actually have a tooth that's missing out of the back,
Mhm.
the second to last one, and like every time I touch it with my tongue, it feels like it's like 6
Gigantic.
inches wide,
Yeah.
but it's not.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, everything always feels like more amplified in your mouth.
Oh yeah, it does.
Absolutely.
Like when they put the needle in, it feels like it's a fucking mile long to
Yeah.
numb you. When
Yeah.
really it's just like
Apparently they just barely brush your gums.
Yeah.
But no.
feels like
No, you just shanked me in the mouth.
Yeah.
And not
I'm gonna bleed out. I'm
Yeah.
gonna bleed out
Yeah.
from this needle. Well, we've hit an hour and a half.
Oh, nice.
If you got anything else you wanna touch on?
Not. I guess not right now. What's going on with Patreon?
I'll probably do that this week.
Yeah.
At least I might upload like 3 of the old
Have
episodes.
you got any more followers? Or best friends or friends or acquaintances or anything?
Just the 3. It's just you.
Get
Jared.
on it.
Get on Patreon.
I keep looking at the laptop and I'm like, no, the camera's up here.
Yeah.
Get on it.
Yeah, I need to do my part though, so I can't
Push it.
really shame
Dylan's
people.
got to put his part in too.
Yeah. Well, push it and actually put up the new content
yeah.
for the people.
No.
And I need to finish designing the new logo.
Yeah, you guys have been talking about that for a while.
And I'll show it to you when when we're
I'll
all
see
seeing
it.
it. Did you ever get the Discord link?
Yes, and I was on it when you guys first started, and then I got a new phone, and I forgot to download the app. I'll do that right when we sign off. Because
I mean, it'd just be you on it again.
Is it? Well, no, it was pretty active when I first jumped on, I thought.
Well, no, this is different.
Oh.
It's the Patreon link, or it's
Oh.
the Discord through the Patreon.
Oh,
and I was
okay.
trying to see
I
if
don't know if
it
I saw
worked,
that.
and I messaged you, and I didn't get anything, so I was like, oh,
I'll have to look at it.
I didn't set it up
I
right.
just had to get a new phone again because I completely shattered my screen.
Oh, that's
It-
fun.
It doesn't handle me stepping on it, apparently, after it's landed face down on pavement. Stupid. So,
Stupid
I'm
phone.
still, like, realizing, like, certain apps that I didn't download that I
Yeah.
had. Because I couldn't transfer anything. Like, there was no screen.
Oh,
So, I lost a bunch of contacts, too. Because I thought I saved them to, like, my Google account, but I saved them to my phone, not even my SIM card. I'm like, this is cool. You know, back in the day, you could plug both phones in, and there was a transfer,
instantly.
and now they don't do that anymore.
Yeah. Well, they do, but you have to be able to access your screen. To
Yeah,
get to
yeah.
the menu.
The phone could be off before,
Yeah.
and it, like their machine that they had
Just
back in
pull
the day,
it.
it would pull the info from one and to the other.
Yeah.
Like
Now technology required.
now you gotta have a separate app, and you can download it wirelessly by slugging the backs together.
Yeah. It's stupid.
Yeah.
They just want to sell the app.
Oh,
or
of
sell
course.
the ad space or whatever.
Yeah,
Get it on the web store.
You remind me of that space. Do you play mobile games often?
I'll download a bunch in one sitting,
You'll play
and
it for like
then
a week and then be done.
not even that. I'll play it for maybe a couple hours and be like, okay, this has too many ads, or this is dumb, or blah blah
Ads
blah.
kill it for me.
Yeah.
That's what reminded me. Mario Kart Tour
Mhm.
is on the Play Store. It's free.
Mhm.
You have to sign up a Nintendo account if you don't have one, but it's free.
Mhm.
No ads.
Oh shit.
So many courses, and a lot of them are original style, like NES game courses
Really?
too. Amazing.
Hmm.
Like it has absorbed my bathroom time. But no, like, and then like I'll be like Selena will crash in bed, and I'm trying to stay awake because she doesn't like me to go to sleep first because I'm a snorer. So I'll play that, and like I'll realize, oh, you fell asleep 45 minutes ago. I guess you should probably crash.
Yeah.
I just discovered though that every 2 weeks, the levels reset. But you don't lose like your experience, your points, your coins, none of that stuff. You don't lose any of it.
Okay.
But the levels reset because certain like requirements, like goals to like. So the way the game works is you earn points during the game too. Like your characters, you unlock characters as well. There's
Okay.
like 100 different things you can unlock throughout. And if you unlock something and it's like, oh, you already have it, then it levels that character up. But each character, depending on like their levels and stuff, you get automatic points for the level of the character, the level of the vehicle, and the level of the glider. You have a glider, so like you get certain ramps, you like scroll across, yeah. So you start out with a certain amount of points depending on what you select, and then throughout the race, you earn more points for like drifting,
Yeah.
hitting and taking people out. Some of this might be common sense to anybody who's played new Mario Kart in the last like 10 years, but I'm still like
And
not.
64.
I think the last time Mario Kart I got was like the first Mario Kart for the Wii.
Oh,
That was the last time I played Mario Kart. I never played on DS, none of that stuff. So some of this might be
I
common.
think the last one I played was N64.
Was it?
I don't think I've played any of the new ones.
It's pretty legit. Like the controls to learn for it are kind of tricky
On
at
the
first on the phone,
Yeah.
but it gets super easy after like 3 or 4 races.
Yeah.
I've been telling everybody about it because like they did Mario Run. Did you ever try that?
No.
You download it, it's free, cool, and it's like the Sonic Run and like the other run games that they did. It was legit. 2 levels in. Oh, if you like the rest of the game, pay $10.
Oh no.
So I deleted the app on that moment,
Yeah.
and it had ads. This one has no ads at all, no ads,
And a bunch of content.
and
it
a
sounds
bunch
like.
of content, like so much content, and
you just completely continue to unlock stuff. And like I said, once it resets after the 2 weeks or whatever, you
keep all
the stuff you've unlocked. And every week or two, there's like a certain tour. So like right now they're doing the Tokyo tour.
Yeah.
But you have to unlock the levels to get to Tokyo.
Oh, okay.
And then, so each level, or each town, I guess, has 3 races, and then a 4th race is some kind of a challenge. Whether it's go through the course without getting hit and losing 3 balloons, or you have to take out a certain amount of, like, those little brown guys that in the very first Mario game. Yeah. You have to take out a certain amount of them in a race, and depending on you get you more stars and points and stuff. Those are certain challenges you have in the 4th race.
Yeah.
You finish those, and you get enough stars, you unlock the next level, which has 3 more races and a challenge.
Yeah.
From there. But each time, every 2 weeks when it resets, one of those certain sections, there's a tournament that whichever placement you get, you unlock more content.
Okay.
Which the first time I played, I got first place in this tournament. I didn't even know it was a thing. Like, I didn't learn that.
Yeah.
But this week, I'm like, okay, I'm trying. I got like 14th place.
Now that you're actually trying.
Right. But check it out. It's fun.
I'll check it out.
I don't play a lot of games anymore on the phone.
Yeah.
But now I can't put my phone down. That's my big time waster right now. So that's my good push for
something fun.
To check out. Yeah.
Right on. I don't really have anything cool. I've been playing some zombie game.
Which one?
That's cool.
I used to play a lot of zombie games, like the shoot ones where like you have the gun that bounces off stuff.
Yeah, this one is like you have little people who, like, you can level up, and there's a bus. Dead Ahead. Something. Yeah, it's cool. I mean, it's.
There was a sniper game I played for a while too, but then like it turned into one of those ones where like the co-op play where you play against other people. It was kind of fun.
Yeah.
But I ranked up so high that then I was playing against people that were like 10 ranks higher than me, and I was done now.
Yeah. No, I'm not killing everybody.
Yeah. Or like 1 out of 10 game like levels like place in the top 3, and like cool, and then I go with like 8 or 9 stretch, and I'm like, this is dumb.
Yeah.
So when I got any fun, I didn't even download it. That was my goodbye. Yeah. So I think that's everything I got.
All right. Well, then this has been the 44th episode of the Best Friends Ask Why podcast with
Ray.
Special guest host Ray. Thank you guys very much for listening.
Thank you.